High above a peaceful village, the night sky shimmered with 1,000 confident stars. Yet behind a large glowing cloud hid a very small star, whose light was so soft it barely touched the edges of the sky. Luma had always stayed there, peeking out only when she was certain no one would notice how faint her glow was. Below, a child named Ori stood by the window. Moonlight rested on his face as he gazed upward. The world beyond the village seemed large. On that night, the tiny star looked down. The child looked up. Between them traveled a silent wish that neither could name. Then the wind came. It swept across the heavens and the forest in one great breath, bending treetops until they whispered together. The silver cloud that had always protected Luma drifted away, leaving her alone in the open sky, carried by the same restless wind. Ori saw it first as a flicker between the trees. Though his heart beat fast, he stepped outside and followed the faint shimmer into the woods.
I'm coming!
Strange plants glowed in quiet colors, lighting his way.
Wow, the plants are glowing! This forest is magical.
Each step felt
a fairy.
uncertain,
Are you my guide?
yet the
Yes,
tiny light
follow me into
ahead
the
kept
enchanted
moving,
woods. This
waiting,
forest is amazing.
guiding.
Look at these roots. There's more magic ahead. Hurry! I'm coming. This is the best.
For the first time, Luma hovered among branches instead of clouds. Her glow brushed against leaves, turning them into silver mirrors. She had never been so close to the earth. Ori stumbled over a root and nearly turned back. Shadows gathered at the edges of his courage, but the small star flickered. Together, they reached the darkest part of the forest, where a great hill rose like a sleeping giant. No moonlight touched it. In that quiet moment, both understood the same truth.
We have to be brave.
The hill would remain in darkness unless one of them dared to shine.
I'm brave with you.
So the little star stopped hiding. Her light grew warm and steady, then brighter than it had ever been before. Ori stepped forward into that light. One step, then another, then another. The higher he climbed, the lighter the world became. His cape lifted in the glowing breeze. At the top of the hill, he stood beneath a sky that had opened wide. The forest below was no longer a place of darkness. Luma rose slowly back toward the heavens, no longer drifting, but shining with purpose. She returned to the sky not as the smallest star, but as a steady one, her glow warm and unmistakable among the others. When morning came, Ori walked home through fields painted in gold by the rising sun. His steps were no longer careful and uncertain. They were strong and sure, carrying a quiet joy.